This recording was made with a group of third graders using an ostinato that they came up with in a small group interaction. As you can hear, I'm using my musicality, my artistry, to improvise a melody on top of their ostinato to help create a richer, more sophisticated musical experience. And how long did it take to come up with the improvisation? It was in the moment. We are pressed for time always. Why is it that we feel pressured into doing all the work for our students' learning? After all, it's not our education. It's theirs. They need to do the work. So how can we step back, resist the temptation to do everything, to make it perfect, and provide for our students a richer learning experience, saving ourselves a lot of time in preparation, having more time to devote to family and friends, and on the same side of the coin, giving the students the education that they have a right to get, which is being cognitively involved in learning. The example you're about to see is a group of fourth graders working on Justin Bieber's Baby. It's the introduction to this. And I'm introducing right at the beginning of the year, this is August, I'm introducing 3 mallet technique. And some struggle, some do not. The idea is that I'm trying to give them an authentic experience which involves a xylophone, which is more than simply a bourdoon. When you move to a more peer-based learning style where you're not in charge so much, but they are, that doesn't mean that we don't have rules and responsibilities and things are chaotic, but it's a little more energetic, as you might imagine. When peers are in charge, you're going to find out that certain students can master a skill quicker than others. And for children, I make the analogy, who is a good speller? All right, so if you have problems spelling, who do you go to? And they know exactly who to go to. Or the same could be in math. That same dynamic is in the music room as well. Not everyone has to have it perfect, and I'm sure that there is at least one or maybe 2 individuals who can master it rather quickly. Those are your go-to people. And as we saw in the past, this last little example, children are willing to help one another. It's one of the 3 key things to my room. It's community, a community of musicians. It's reciprocity, respect for each other and equipment, and solidarity, helping one another when others need help. Being there for one another as a musician. And those, I think, are fairly timeless. 3 simple rules, fairly timeless, which they do help with peer-centered learning. So I challenge you to do less and expect more, and give yourself the right, the freedom, allow yourself the freedom to step back, observe, evaluate, assess, without trying to go in and micromanage all the problems. We could make it a perfect performance, and what have they learned? That they can make a perfect performance, but they haven't possibly developed any skill that they can take with them to another piece of music or another learning experience. So peer-centered learning does help with that because it forces the children to do the hard work themselves.